Question 48, rotate image from LeetCode. You are given n by n to the matrix representing an image. Rotate the image by 90 degrees clockwise, and we should do it in place, so no extra space is available. So what should we do? We get this matrix and we should change it, we should rotate it, and we should get this one, and it's gonna be clockwise. And as you see here, after doing the 90-degree rotation, we have the first row as the last column, and we have the last row as the first column. For doing that, what we can do, we can first reverse the matrix and then we can transpose the matrix. Let's see how we can do that. So as you see, this is the matrix that is given to us. We are going to reverse this matrix. So the last row is going to be the first row, the third row is going to be the second, and so on. So we are going to reverse the matrix, and this is what we are going to get, right? And what we are going to do after, we are going to transpose this matrix. So how can we do that? We are going to switch all these values over this diagonal. So 13, it's going to be 13 and 14, they are going to be switched. So 14 is going to be here, 13 is going to be there, and 12 and 2, 3 is going to be the same place, 4 and 6, and 16 and 5, and so on. We're going to reverse them all, and this is what we get. And as you see, that's the correct answer. So what should we do? We should reverse the matrix, then transpose the matrix. Let's see how we can do that in code. For doing the reverse, we can use this dot reverse function from Python. You can also use a while loop and switch the rows. And for the transpose, we are going to use two for loops and one for loop inside another for loop. And what we are going to do, we start from 0 to the length of the matrix, and for the j we start from I, and that's it. So let's see how it works. Let's do the reverse first. So if we reverse this matrix, so 7, 8, 9 are going to be here, and then we are going to have 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to have 1, 2, 3, right? So this is the reverse step that we are going to do. And then for the transpose step, what we are going to do, we are going to transpose this matrix over the left diagonal. For doing that, I is going to be 0, so I is 0, j is going to be in range 0, which means we don't go through this for loop. So we're just gonna leave 7 there. Leave will be there, 7 will be there, and then I is going to be 1, and this I is going to be 1, so it's going to be range from 0 to 1, but it's not inclusive, so it's going to be just 0. So what will happen here, we are going to put 0 and 1, 1 and 0 here, and 0 and 1 here, and so on. So as you see, we are going to get the I1 J0, which is 4, and I0 and J1, which is going to be 8, and we are going to swap them. So 8 is going to be here, 4 is going to be there, and the same thing is going to happen here. So now we are going to swap 9 and 1, and 5 will stay there, and then we are going to swap 2 and 6, and then C3 will stay there. As you see, we have done the 90-degree rotation, and the time complexity is linear because we have to iterate over this matrix for n times, and the space complexity is constant because we are not using any extra space. Thank you.